Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and this is part two of this new program called Wrapit by Laserjumpstart. And if you didn't watch the first video, you might want to go back and watch that. But their website is laserjumpstart.com. I've done several videos on Boxit, and I just showed how to make these two wrappets where it's going to wrap around something. I've had this less than 24 hours, and I've already cut out three, and they're right here, and they're in the first video. They're cool. They would wrap around your wrist. On their website, they even make a ring out of it to put around your finger. It comes with different joints, different configuration. But this video is mainly going to be on testing your kerf. Now, the people at Laserjumpstart suggested, and I tried it this morning, and it was pretty good. Draw a square, is 1 by 1, and cut that out of your material. And then with a good pair of calipers, measure that piece that came out. And that is going to be your kerf. Mine, I'm not 100% sure that's the best way to test it, but they're the experts, and I might do it again in the future. But the way I test my kerf, and I tell you what, we're going to make one right now. I'm going to use this one right here for an example. This one with the kerf was 0.01. We're going to make another one, and this is how easy it is. Go right here to your kerf, and we're going to go 0.004 and hit apply, and then go back to dimension and hit go. So there's our new one. Of course, the shape, and that's, I'm going to grab just the outside anyway. So here's our old one, here's our new one. Well, you know what, I'm going to confuse you if I do that. Let me go back. Let's group this together, Control G, and now we got the pieces. This is our 0.004, so we're going to grab it. We're going to Control D and make a duplicate of it. Get it pretty close and zoom in. And you want to grab that node right there and put it on that node. Now, if you look at our kerf, there's very little difference between the lines. I mean, that line is actually on top of each other. Now, if we do the same thing down here with our joint that is 0.01, Control D and make a duplicate. Move it here, and what I'm doing, I'm grabbing that top node so they will line up. Now, look at the difference in the kerf. These lines are offset, and this line is offset. This is going to be your male cut, and this is going to be your female cut. The laser is going to take away this gap. So once you've designed one, instead of taking the time to cut all this out, because these are going to take quite a bit of time to cut out. There's a lot of cutting. But what I like about it, out of some cheap 1/8 inch plywood, you can get, okay, this is our new one. You can get, out of a 12 by 12 piece, this one I'm designing, I got 5 out of it. Well, I haven't cut 5 yet. But here's how I would test the cut. And I've done this several times. Draw you a line. And there's a lot of ways to go about this. Most of the time I use a Smart Fill tool. But I'm just wondering sometimes if the Smart Fill tool will mess up the kerf. So let's go to Range, Ungroup All Objects. Let's grab all these interior objects and just delete them. And this is why you'd want to make a duplicate. Then take your virtual segment delete key and delete these lines. And see, my lines aren't straight, but it doesn't have to be. Now, when you click on this, see, these are two, they're still joined together, so you need to go to Range, Break Curve Apart. And you could weld this together so the pieces won't move. They're still going to cut separately. But then take these over your laser and cut those two cuts. It won't cost you but, 2 inches of wood. 2 inches by, and you could get them closer. So an inch and a less than an inch of wood. Whoop, don't ever do that. Put them up in your tight right corner. You could actually move this one over a little bit. Save your little wood. So now we're cutting out in less than an inch and a little bit over 2 inches of wood. You can test these cuts. This is I'm not going to say it's better than Box It, but I believe the people at Laserjumpstart have hit a home run on this product. Thank you for watching. I hope that helped.